Hey, everyone, and welcome back once again to Victoria 2, where I'm playing as Kraków. I'm currently in the process of reorganizing my armies and other stuff. So, yeah, I'll continue working on that while we're practically, I don't want to say practically doing nothing, but I will definitely have to see what stuff I still need for any potential next army. Actually, it's been a while since I actually played, so I have to once again get my bearings at least a little bit. Now those guys do need to be dealt with. I'm a bit shocked that they aren't reinforcing at all, really. I mean, sometimes it just is like that, but 1, 2, 1 artillery and 1 infantry. So basically, those cases, just get rid of 1 artillery. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right. Let's get you in there. In that regard, it's a bit of a mess, and then I have a unit worth 15 here. Let's just get rid of it entirely. And wait a day. And now let's just do this and then see how much more infantry I need. I guess for the most part they are now actually joining together here. I'll just send them entirely over there and then see what happens. The last one was like Al Orish or something. Okay, Kaunas. Gotland. Already got that. No, whatever. Okay, so obviously the AI was... There was never something weird going to happen there, obviously. Because practically everybody was going to join us either way. Let's take a look at that infrastructure. For which... Okay. That's that. How are we on fort levels? Because that was pretty much the last area that needed to be done in terms of forts for the moment. Or not. I mean, if there are individual areas where I don't have maximum fort levels, I'm not particularly concerned. It's not really a thing. Let's actually see, though. I will deal with the 1 hussar and the here. Also get rid of the 2 engineers. And an artillery. Just a bloody shame that they're not reinforcing. Too many alliances, my ass. Shouldn't I be allied with Spain? Other sphere leader, so we'll never get allied with Spain. Let's continue with the subsidies as well. And see to it that that goes well too. Now, again, when do I have peace? 1904. I still feel that we're in a super precarious position where it's going to get very, very challenging to get to really get anywhere. But we'll see. Right, so at this point there's both anti-rationalism, which will give me more points, but there's also bolt action rifles and military directionism. I still feel, with me not necessarily going to war now, I'd rather go for anti-rationalism at first. But oh, wow, pause. Okay. It's only Russia, and I believe we are even the war leader. The thing is that I don't necessarily well, I wonder whether the Germans would actually come and help them. They probably actually don't. The interesting part is that they might not even have asked them to. Well, either way. Let's see though. Yeah, we can propose peace, so we can also add our own war goals and stuff. That means that, at least in terms of infamy, I can go for one more region. So at that, I would be either looking at the Bryansk region, which would give me a full million, or the Luhansk region, which guess 350, 4, 5, 600. Yeah, it doesn't even come close. Or this region gives 600. I think currently the Bryansk region is probably going to give us the most. In terms of ultimate value, but apparently I don't have the jingoism to do so. Quite the disappointment. The other sad part, in a way, okay, Yan is still out there. Which is the guy that I want to attack with most. Let's just go immediately for St. Petersburg, simply because I can there. That should also give me plenty of good war score. Funnily enough, this is Russian, so we could actually see some other countries actually interested in taking their stuff. Whereas for me, with my infamy being at this, I could get my infamy lower by 1, I believe, by signing the Geneva Convention. But that's not enough, because then I'll be at 6 and the next one will give me to 17. Also, I am unable to release any nation at this point. No, I could release Bukhara for 1 province. I guess I will. Yeah. Okay. Well, that might mean that I've the potential to take another hex or another territory, maybe. But that then really, of course they had a 9, right? Yeah, and the second 9. Oh, why am I not shocked? Okay, so those guys need reinforcements for a bit. They're going into Smolensk. Well, I can send some reinforcements. Shouldn't be a problem. This would be a problem if that battle didn't go well. Okay. Fighting Russia is naturally still tricky. I mean, yeah, I have France and the UK, but they can't really... Yeah, they don't really seem too interested in doing anything. Which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's fine. I might... Yeah, let's try to get out of there, because if they move in there, I'll be in trouble, and I'll get the points for the battle either way. Just have to kind of like wait at least until I have actual good jingoism. And I don't want to say the Russians are weak. They certainly are not, but they don't have a very high tech levels, and I think that's really hurting them the most. I will wait until they've recovered, though. As for you, though, let's start taking that slightly weaker stack and see if we can take some more. So as for France, are we already buddies? No. They do have 3 different territories that are taken, though. Should be pretty harsh for them. Who do I want to be buddies with? I guess still Spain? Okay. Let's see what they do. If they get into Przemysl, they might decide to go and attack afterwards. They don't. Okay. Sure. At that point, I will attack. Still no British yet. Sweet. Let's just see how this goes. It's probably okay. Yeah. No thanks. That'd be a joke. Let's quickly unsiege these and actually let's go up there. So I don't really need to unsiege anything at this point. I'd rather just attack and then unsiege. Ooh, nice. It keeps the Russians somewhat weak. Yeah. And I indeed rather kill their armies while I can still properly deal with them. I don't think so, Russia. You're not gonna get away unscathed here. Definitely not. And the fact that this this war is going quite well verily means that I'm not gonna quit. let's unsiege some stuff though while we're busy with this. I'm not too concerned about these stacks, and we do have a positive war score by a long shot anyway. So I actually kind of hope that they're gonna try and attack the French. That might seem a bit weird, but I don't actually mind if they lose. That's not a problem. And if I were to somehow only be able to take the Bryansk region and then just have too low of a jingoism, I wouldn't be too worried about that either. Alright, so there's these stacks. You're not getting in there? Eh, it's too bad. We'll still see though. 653, eh? We're actually pretty close. So we will probably be able to get it. Now, one thing that would be working even better would be elections. Yeah, as usual, the Russians are actually no pushovers in terms of numbers. They do tend to have significant troop numbers. Okay, that's great. So it's not as if sieging this small amount of territory is actually going to help me. The one thing... Oh. Yeah, okay, that was to be expected. I just kind of hope that the British, which actually have nothing around here anymore, maybe they're up here? Haha. Okay. That's pretty hilarious. Sure, why not? Defense +5 is still no good. And I do want to keep these guys as a backup in case that attack does not work. And I do have new stacks down here, which could also cause a little bit of problem. We'll see. Yeah, it's okay. Definitely no worries there. They're actually getting stronger, interestingly enough. How are we doing though? 7-11. Hey, okay. Well, that takes pretty long. It does mean that I'll have to continue wiping their ass. For a bit longer. It is actually weird because I did take quite a bit of their territory though. So right. Those are just peasant hordes, really. And as it is, peasant hordes are not really all that dangerous, ultimately. This is great, though. Yep, let's attack. And we do have those other guys in reinforcement, too. Going after a Katarinodar. Oh, what? Ah. Jeez. Can they get into Godov this one way? I guess not. No, they certainly cannot. The one good thing though is that if we take these areas, they will no longer be able to get new troops from them, and that also counts. Obviously they're getting most of their troops from the other territories further to the east. But this is an actual army. I will just go and unsiege there. That's probably for the better. Don't want to get into all sorts of nasty trouble. Seems like these guys are going back. That's also kind of weird. Okay. Let's just hold you there. They'll try to unsiege St. Petersburg and then I'll crush them. Just basically how these things go. Okay, they actually got more powerful than we did. So maybe not the best. Kazan has more units, okay. 6.821. As long as they keep getting more troops. Ooh, finally, some UK troops. That should help things up a little bit too. Okay. With these additional research points, now I want to actually look to get gas attacks first. You're gonna arrive there, so let's actually send you down. Seem a bit weird. Let's move down there. You in here anyway. Okay, and with these guys, they're probably now just gonna fight them too. I should thus not be too worried anymore about those troops and just rather focus on making sure we can still beat most of them. They're still at 285 because they are going into Narva. Not only does their navy still play a part, the AI is, I guess, constantly capable getting new troops from their massive territories. I want Yan to go and attack these because this is way too powerful. Definitely way too powerful. It's just crazy. Oracle. Come on. Oh, this is Yan. I thought that was Yan. Well. Huh. Okay, well, no problem. Seems like they really smashed these. Yeah, that's fine. If anything, I certainly do need my reinforcements. But man. Yeah, I actually think the British can take care of it. Let's take a look at the factories, though. The good thing about this attack is that it actually takes place on Russian soil, not even my soil. So none of my factories do get damaged, and I can continue to expand on my factories without rest. I'll gladly contribute. Sweet, yeah. So like I predicted. They will do that, and that pretty much just means there is okay. Not gonna be too much worry. 912. Okay, so we're very close now. Good. Yep. And again, it's no German territory, but if the Russians can be beaten as an effective fighting force, it also means that the Germans will have less of a advantage. Although, of course, they're still exceptionally powerful. Still. Let's grab Odessa. They actually don't even have that many troops in Odessa as it is, which is interesting. I'm quite sure the Russians don't really have any ships to help them out. It is going up, albeit slowly. If anything, I would need more more battles, more land taking to really get that jingoism up. 52 now. Quantum theory, huh? Hey. If it was Yan, I would attack, but it's not Yan. It's a bloody shame. Yen is actually doing pretty poorly because they're at 31. Six, 4. Getting real close. If yeah, I should just take the Rostov region. $61, huh? Come on. Okay, so if I do this, then a lot of them should, yep, there we go. So I want the Bryansk region. Do you be okay with that? And what I'll do is, when can I get 16th of September? So on the 16th of September, I'll take a look whether I can get another territory. If I do, then I will take it, make peace, and then I'll release that country, so my infamy will be lower. I have to say though that this is a bit absurd. No. So let's just do this. Except Bryansk. Which is fine. Once again, the Russians are beaten. They lost a few 100,000 in terms of manpower pool, which means that they should be doing a lot worse once again. I can get more units, and that hopefully means they'll leave me alone for a little while. I will still release Bukhara though. Yeah, and that's this region. I'm totally fine with that. That gets me back to 12. Yeah, so excellent, excellent. All right, that's perfect. Okay, well, let's get our boys back, and I really wonder whether they would go and attack me yet another time, but this also should be nice for fun. Seems like they're doing a lot better. Maybe it's because of their navy, and probably it is by the looks of it. But let's just quickly deal with these still for this this episode. Bam, bam. And these will probably get full again. I'm just gonna upgrade them for the moment. And put this back to 10. So we're good. Not gonna charge the rich because that's not really something that you want. We do a lot of social spending, by the way. Increase some relations still. Okay, not bad. Another thing that could, well, which probably doesn't work out yet, is if the Russians are doing very poorly generally, they will start getting a lot of rebels and they'll turn Soviet. I don't think they're at that point yet because, you know, I do think they still have quite a bit of military left to go. if I were to take the Tartaria region and or the well, the Astrakhan region is not that big except for Tsaritsa, of course, but the big trouble is still Germany. Right, well, I'll try to deal with it over time. Either way, for now, there is no other country there, but it would have been pretty funny if I could release some of that. This military access will probably never come, but it's worth trying to get better relations anyways. I might be able to get those troops up, and if I ever get to attack Persia, the good thing is that Khiva is still actually a country. There is another country out here generally, Kokand, which oh, they're also still alive. It's a good thing that Bukhara got removed, though. Yeah. Right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye. All right. Let's actually continue a bit. I do feel like we haven't really played all that much. I mean, oof. There's just so much you at some point that you can do, and let's go here. So for a lot of these, they're I should now be increasing opinion, just because I can. Ultimately, this doesn't really help super much, but that's okay. We might eventually get something out of it, and the fun thing, I guess, also about this game is to try to play it as optimally as possible. That's just generally how I feel as well. There's still so many. Wow. That's one of the tough parts about being a great power. You actually do get influence everywhere. Kinda by just being a great power, which is... I don't know, it makes some sense, but on the other hand, well, why would all these countries like suddenly like you? Or have an increased opinion about you? That seems to be a bit weird to me, at any rate. Alright, well... with Kokand, yeah. Alright, so I'll be once again working on getting the troops ready. So most of these, like, let's get you to Minsk, let's get you to Minsk. It's a bit of a mix up here as well. Many of these are actually recovered quite a bit, but not entirely. So what am I building? I'm just building one artillery. Well, these guys, for example, they already need 2 engineers and a hussar. And an infantry or an artillery. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's okay. They'll be getting that. Now we're on to the next one, you guys. Anything below 1,000 is just an auto removal. Let's just do this for the moment. I'm sure there'll be more opportunities available to us at some point. Either way, when it comes to building units. And yeah, so I'm not particularly worried here. The one thing that I'm kind of hoping for, though, is that we won't immediately get into a war. That would be a bit problematic. Now, if I can just make a stack here, I can already get some new groups of units. And already, indeed, like modify them to get a... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a lot of communists here, by the way. Right, so you just need 1 infantry. Let's keep going. That's at least the first stack, and then hopefully from this I can draw a second. Six, 7, 8. Guess I just kind of did. That's good. Let's see if I can make another stack. There we are. This is also technically a 60k stack if they were to recover themselves fully. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for at the moment while we're still doing this. Also, I'm severely looking to get that gas attack. At war with Carlist Spain. Well, Spain is only allied with Italy. But I don't think these will be at war with Italy. Perfect. They didn't much care. They are at war with Italy. I'm not feeling too great about their chances, but I didn't want to attack them myself. I have no business attacking Spain and or Italy, and currently I'm in a severe regeneration kind of mode, so there is no way I can go after any unit now. In fact, okay, let's see. Eight, 2 engineers. This is technically another 60k stack if they were fully recovered. Let's make Brest the to go to place. Yeah, we can already build 4 new units, so definitely. Oh, shouldn't have expanded that. My mistake. As I said, only those factories that have at least 40%. I'm gonna upgrade. Alright, there we go. Should still work out. Currently we're Infrastructure should be going well. Yeah, I cannot build anything extra in those areas just because of the terrain. Alright. I'm gonna go for bolt action rifle here. So I really do wish France all the best, but they are going to lose, so. And Italy and Spain might even take more territory from them. That's just kind of the unfortunate part about it, I guess. I'm allied with Britain. Now Britain at the very least should be doing okay. So as for Britain, I do have a pretty decent ally. They're number 3 and oh wait, they're 1 again? Oh wow. Gee. They must have really beefed up their war effort. Unfortunate. It will make it tough to deal with them. Alright, let's just see what I need to replace. So 1 hussar, 1 artillery. At least. Then out here I need to replace 4 artillery pieces. This is in a way quite sucky, but because my units aren't actually recovering, or at least not enough. Well, not all of it is super bad, but quite a few of them are not doing very great, so. Then now it's all infantry, at least 2. How much do I have to switch? Only 1 really. Alright, let's just do it like that. It's a tough part, I guess. No. We don't need any of those. So we're number 4. Still not sure whether I'd be able to beat Germany. Defeating Italy and Spain, very unlikely. Seems like Spain also took Le Midi in this endeavor. So that's even worse for France in that way. It's actually pretty sad for them. They're being absolutely chewed up by Italy and Spain in this game here. I mean, I've been exploiting other countries like Spain from the start, so in that regard it's not all that surprising. Been trying to get into an alliance with Spain too. Maybe that will still work eventually, but yeah, it's also a bit tricky here since relations aren't the best. So either way, this is going quite nicely. How many more infantry do I have? Let's actually get rid of these. Since they're not recovering, then I have 1 artillery or infantry to send. Then I'm gonna do that. Obviously. Actually, I can get more clerks in the Kiev region. Basically, I just want them in the most numerous of territories, and I'm just gonna get some clerks there. I have significant amounts of money to spend, but I'll probably need that money anyway. Soon enough. Once I'm gonna get level 5 forts and or modern naval doctrine. Well, this still take a while actually. Maybe I can lower the budget here. Let's get this middle tax to 50 and... No, let's get both to 60. That should still be fine. I mean, they will have a lot more everyday needs at that point. So they should be quite happy. Making sure that they pay little taxes is also instrumental in making sure that... they don't actually rise up. Two, 1. Okay, so we only need 7 infantry here. And you know what? Let's actually get rid of these 2 at least. Yeah, just abandon those. So at that point, at least we know what that stack is going to be up to. Like, they're just missing a very little amount. And how many units am I still building? Just a 3 artillery. So that will give me a very good indication of what I can still build here. Now, we're getting close to being able to attack Austria-Hungary again. Of course, that's 1904. So that will still take... Ah, screw me. Really? Why does everybody flock to Germany? It's just... I mean, I know they're number 1, but... Damn it. Okay, well, if that's the case, then... Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all well and fine, but I need a lot more. So I need at least 8 and... 3. So at least 11 infantry. And this is only 10. So I'll be working on that for quite a while still. While we're down here, these incidental infantry units are... No, I can pick them up. That's fine. I'll still be able to use them either way, so it's not a complete waste, and getting all that infantry is pretty important. It's just kind of weird how they scooted from one to another. I'm actually fairly surprised that Spain actually indeed became a absolute monarchy again here. This is like Carlists, I believe. Well, they are doing exceptionally well for Spain. Usually they're actually not performing quite well, but they seem to benefit extremely well from taking down France. I mean, for them to take these territories, that's no joke. If they were to take Languedoc after that, which is technically Catalonian, or at least they're in this Perpignan, or yeah, Perpignan, there is Catalonian sentiment, so technically they could use that as an excuse to take more territory from them, although they don't actually have that for themselves. Man, I really like my Mexico campaign though. That was really fun, beating the USA and just really smacking them around. Oh, it's thoroughly enjoyable. Let's actually get you all the way down there. Because let's face it, we're going to attack these guys. They're actually at 11. That's crazy. Okay. Factories. I'm only going to do this every so often. Otherwise, I'm just going to be busy with this stuff all the time. And that's not really the enjoyable part of the game as it is. So, there we go. Doesn't really cost me a whole lot of money either. At some point I also might just quit doing this, although we'll have to see. Because like I said, it doesn't really add that much to the game, but gonna have to be careful of that. This does not look like a level 5. No, it is not. Can I build another battleship? I don't think I can. No. Could I build a cruiser? Just one. Well, that's still fine. While we're busy expanding that, those naval bases. What do you want, Netherlands? You're at war with Mongolia. Why, though? Russian liberation of Mongolian Tomsk. Mongolian Tomsk? Oh, the Russians have a claim on it. Huh. Well. Alright. Well, that certainly is something. Well, and we're also certainly patriots. Now, what would happen? I do believe, though, I'm still at peace. So, they actually also have a truce with these. I'm not too sure. Like, nobody would accept, huh? If I declare war on them directly, it's a bit unfortunate. Since I also don't feel like I'm just gonna waltz in there. Definitely not. Huh, I never actually knew that those ships are actually right on the dock. Wow. Huh. That's actually super neat. And here, it's very small there. I did not know that. Huh. Wow. Okay, well, learn something new every day. Okay, level 4 forts, here we go. That should also be the case for almost all of these areas. I have level 4 forts nearly everywhere at this point. That was also the goal. Yeah, we're okay. How often, or like, what is the chance of getting gas attack? 4%, that's very low. Yes, that's true. Let's still just increase relations with Spain, because we just can. And I do think it'll benefit us, ultimately. Now, I wonder how good a surprise attack on the Germans would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, well, I have to see. Okay. So for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They still need 2 infantry. Then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery only. So this will be a 6th and a 7th. Then I'll build one engineer for the moment. So I cannot actually finish these, but it's okay. Now, one thing that's probably a decent idea anyway is to actually get rid of these and exchange them for 2 of these. Excellent. Okay. Reason why I'm not actually using my oh, okay. Sure. Why I'm not actually using my influence is because I think it's too micro-y. I don't really feel like we're going to benefit from it. Limited citizenship. So yeah. Oh, we got bolt action rifle. That's good at least. Let's lower the taxes to 55 for the moment. Should be a bit better. Tunis. Okay. I do believe that after friendly it doesn't really show us anything anymore, so I don't have to worry about it afterwards. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks would be not enough to take on Germany by a long shot. Even if I am getting in some good hits. No, I can get that to 200, but that is not gonna give me an alliance. Well, maybe if I can beat Germany decisively or take more of their territory, then eventually, maybe. France is supposedly in number 5, but I don't really see it. Okay, let's go per region, because this is gonna cost me a lot. They're expanding. It's a shame there's no meter for fort levels, actually. Because that would be quite beneficial. Already working on the forts. Okay. Let's pick them up while we still can. This is a bit of an unfortunate business, but it would take them years before they even get to do anything. Now that we've taken care of those things, let's see, because going for dreadnoughts at this point. This is just researches, but it's still okay. Yeah, let's just work on this stuff first. Okay, Spain it's 200. Not that we can actually do anything with it, but it doesn't matter. So let's just continue the game. I'll upgrade some of that stuff. This is looking pretty decent, but I kind of still want to take a look at what I need to get, especially after getting these guys from Africa again. It might even be so bad that those from Africa are the only ones that I need to restore here. Stormtrooper training. Those are not the researchers that I'm looking for. Most notably, I want gas attack. Okay, so for you, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They need only 2 infantry. Fair enough. This is 1. And then I do believe we're getting a second one here. Sweet, that's another stack. Let's send all of these over here for a potential upcoming offensive, and then this unit is going to be a part of a new stack. So we'll start working on these. There we go. Excellent. Still just number 4, but I also cannot build any more ships because I don't have any more ports. Now, if I were to take the East Prussia territory and the West Prussia territory, if that is any possible, then that would allow me at least to also build more of a fleet around here. They're allied with Italy and Spain, so no longer with Russia. Well, I have to wait until October anyway. At least. But I'm feeling marginally well about this so far. Yeah, it's interesting to be sure. Just like those weak fort levels over here. 1% Polish and Latvian, huh? Well, yes, gas attack capabilities. There's no way I would be able to also beat these, but they might not even join if I attack them. Let's just wait till October. For sure. Yeah, let's definitely wait. Okay, let's increase relations with Switzerland. They're not gonna join me because generous subsidies. Perfect. We're not doing too great in the money department, but it's not actually that bad. So I mean, I need to do these military techs first. It's not as if that isn't a top priority. I'm actually losing quite a bit of money because I need to upgrade these factories by a lot. So I'll be actually increasing the taxes. Let's put them back up to 70. No loans were taken, and I'm slowly getting up there. Yeah, I definitely need more money. Let's put it like this. Otherwise, that's just gonna turn into a disaster. Wow, okay. Even though I'm number 5, there's just no way I can do anything there. I don't think they actually had something serious. Oh, they did. Iceland is its own country now. Interesting indeed. Well, like I said, I'll just have to wait until October, and then I'll see what I can do. I can... Yeah, 11th of October, sure. Let's not worry about things too much. I do declare that I'm reasonably close to... actually... forming the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, but not quite. So, if I were to take the Smolensk region after this, it would look quite well aesthetically. It's not actually a bad territory, and would make me look a lot better. Oh. Okay. Let's have you work on it. There are a lot of them, but each individual group doesn't really seem to do a whole lot. So, except up there, it's 27. That's probably the last stack that I'll have to deal with, though. But to be fair, they couldn't really have come at a worse moment. Because it'll be October soon. Well, it's 2 more months. What are you doing? Ah, come on. They're actually going through that swamp, you stupid AI. How hard is it to make sure that the units use pathfinding through territory that does not give them attrition if they can? Not to be a dick, but that's just lazy. Like, I feel like that's really lazy. Yeah, sure, go through it again, because there's absolutely no reason to do that. Would have been even better if they went through it again. Okay, 11th of October. Let's see. If I were to declare war, would they join me? They all would. Belgium, France, and the UK. You see, I would actually rather attack Germany than Austria-Hungary. The only problem is that both Italy and Spain would join, which ultimately does give me a bit of a pickle. But maybe if I declare war with all of my guys, they might not even join them. Well, maybe they would. At any rate, I'm gonna actually wrap things up this time. So I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this, and with a little bit of luck, we can actually form the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth on the next one. It's already 1904. We have less than 30 years left. Although I did take a lot of extra territory. I mean, both the Kursk, the Moscow, and the Bryansk regions are extra. In a way, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is kind of just like Byzantium in that, you know, it is really crazy difficult to form. There is also India, which is also really hard to form as well. And really dependent on weakening Britain by an insane amount. Yeah, there's also Grand Colombia, which I believe also would be quite difficult. But there are actually quite a few countries which are very tricky to form, actually. You know what would be really interesting, I think, actually, it would be a world conquest campaign. But the question, like, to see how much of the world you can ultimately conquer, I think you can get really, really far if you play your cards right. Like, Germany in that sense is one of the most powerful nations. But they do take like 10 years to form ultimately, which takes a long time. Then you have a country like Russia, which has a lot of manpower. But would still be interesting to do that with. I mean, in the sense that you already have a very large land mass, so they are most likely to be able to do it, I think. Because if you're not playing as Russia, you would probably have to beat Russia like an insane amount of times. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Like they have so much territory that it would be hard to beat. The same applies to the USA though. The problem with the USA is that they have so many states that it's nearly impossible to do it with them too. Yeah, I would dare say that going for world domination is nigh impossible. Without cheats, that is, because you also have to account for jingoism. Yeah. Very tricky, that. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to wrap things up. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.